It goes to the humanism that was brought in by evolution. They have subverted the churches. Oh, my goodness. In my new DVD set, I talk about what is done to the churches because I've been a pastor for 50 years or minister of the gospel, so I go into that. Every bit of this is a part of what the elitists talk with me about. I think I dealt with part of this on your program last week, so how far you'd like us to go, they did. This is their program.
We'll continue. Let's get to some more of the calls, though. That's important. The total takeover of society through the schools and churches, that's been declassified. Victor in California, you're on the air with Lindsey Williams.
How you doing, Alex?
Good.
Alex.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm Victor. I'm a veteran from Iraq and Afghanistan. I served in Fort Bragg, and I was just looking over this on the internet. It says The Dome, Under the Dome by Stephen King, and it was on an exclusive PopEater.com interview with him. And I just was wondering, like, because I noticed that The Simpsons had the dome on their cartoon, and now this is coming out.
Yes, it's predictive programming where they condition you that you've got to go under quarantine. They've got scores of TV shows about disaster, martial law. Also, you're comfortable with it and almost expect it. Like, I keep hearing about this movie. I want to go see it now. So you're expecting it. It's kind of like when you're growing up in middle school and the bully is saying, I'm going to be waiting for you when you get off the bus. You almost are glad when you're pulling up in the bus and you see him waiting over in the edge of the woods. You're almost glad to get it over with. You're almost glad when he finally punches you because now you can get it going. And that's the acclamation. And that Lindsey talked about that. The elite told him 2 weeks ago the same thing. We're using movies to condition you. Lindsey?
Yes, they gave me a schedule of events in chronological order. I'm still sitting back startled. I think I gave those also on your program last week. A schedule of events in chronological order of their countdown according to their new altered timeline of approximately 2 years, and every bit of this is planned in advance. And I think probably, Alex, the only reason this gentleman gave me this is because he's over 85 years of age. He almost died last winter. Once you become a part of the elite, you never get away from them. And by the providence of God, I've known this man now for about 30 years. A number of times I've talked to him on the phone. When he gave me this only days ago, I was utterly appalled to know the entire plan of the elite for the next 2 years.
All right, stay there. We're going to come back to Amber, Dayton, Derek, Matt, and others. Stay with us. The good old folks at New Silver Solution. And the website is supernaturalsilver.com. Supernaturalsilver.com. This is something that kills bacteria, viruses, you name it, well documented. They've got it down to a super small nano-sized particle. Supernaturalsilver.com. Check them out at Infowars.com. Supernaturalsilver.com. Amber in New York, you're on the air worldwide. Go ahead.
Hi, Alex. I just wanted to thank you for being so strong for everybody and leading us through this trying time in our country. And
well, ma'am, I hope I can live up to it. I'm just an average person, an example of what we can all do, but go ahead.
I wanted to know if you knew anything about, I live in southern New York, and we have these guys that pulled up a couple weeks ago in pickup trucks, and they tagged our driveway with a big, shiny address, and it's on everybody's property. But the scarier thing is there's so much FEMA posters up, like at the stores on the windows, and I don't know. It's just
they're just training you to see posters about spying on your neighbors, and posters how the government wants to help you, and posters how the government loves you, and half the billboards. I'm not exaggerating. I ought to do a piece on this for YouTube. Drive around and go, let's just randomly drive down a road and show the billboards. Tattle on your neighbors. Tattle on your kids. Don't use drugs. The government's your boss. It's like 1984. I appreciate your call. The elite are clearly bringing in a major police state, Lindsey Williams. Why?
Oh, they positively are, because the name of the game is control. I've said it for 35 years since I lived with these people. That's all they're after. Some of the people that I was with, on the Trans-Alaska Oil Pipeline. They could have written a check for $1 million a day for the rest of their life and never spent their fortunes. Everything is about control of people, control of nations, control of currencies, and it's control, not necessarily just dollars and cents, even though that's a part of their program. And everything imaginable in our society today is geared to programming people mentally. It's a psychological battle to prepare them for their timeline.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and take another phone call. Let's speak to, and thank you, Amber, Dayton in Louisiana. You're on the air, Dayton.
Well, I want to thank you and Lindsey for being patriotic and trying to help our country out of this mess we're in. I'm a veteran of World War II, 84 years old, and I've lived in the best days of our country. But some of you younger people have got to stand up, or we're going to lose everything we fought for. But I want to again thank both of you guys for doing what you're doing, and God bless you.
Well, God bless you. Do you have any questions for Lindsey? Well, a lot of callers just want to thank us, and I want to explain something. We need your support, and we appreciate it, but I need everybody just to warn the girls about how the Gardasil shot's killing them, how the flu shots are already killing and maiming people, how global government's being set up. I don't deserve a lot of thanks. How could I know this information and not warn people? I mean, it's common sense. And I'm not saying I don't like being thanked, but, I mean, how do you know that they're putting poison in the water supply and bragging about it in government documents and not get upset, Lindsey Williams?
Well, that's exactly the reaction I took here a few days ago when this individual gave me all this that literally shattered me. I mean, I was stunned. And the first thing that came to my mind, Alex, is just what you said just then. Can I, Lindsey Williams, sit here with this information told to me by one of the elite and do nothing about it? I said no. I must put my reputation on the line, just as I did 2 years ago when he said it's going from $147 to $50. And I said, well, if the reputation has been established, maybe some of those people out there in America will listen to what I've got to say now on this new information. Yeah, same action, Alex, that you have.
We'll be back with the final hour. More calls for Lindsey Williams, Derek in New Mexico, Matt in Texas, and many others straight ahead at 1-800-259-9231. Big news blitz coming up near the end of the show on a host of other economic news. And the Washington Times and Politico have been attacking me. I'll get into that.
Direct to you. You're listening to the Alex Jones Broadcasting Network.
Who's up next here, John? Derek in New Mexico. Derek, you're on the air. Welcome.
Hey, Alex. I want to
Hello,
thank you
sir.
for having me on. I'm not going to thank you anymore. I just wanted to get to some issues locally. I'm calling from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and over here, man, it's a propaganda everywhere with the DUIs, with the cops. They have, if you've heard about the interlock, have you guys heard about the interlock here in New Mexico?
Tell us about it. I have heard about it in other parts of the country, but the issue is it's all about they're good, we're bad, all the citizens are suspect.
Oh, we're just big kids, Alex. We're just big kids that need to be told what to do. You know what I mean? And I was just wondering if we as a citizens can do something like recall every official, just like Arnold did with his little stunt, recalling everybody. Why can't we recall local, state, federal, everybody? Because they're not doing the job for us anymore at all.
Well, they don't want to do the job. They want to suck off of you. But tell folks about the interlock.
The interlock is something that you have to put the device in your car, meaning you have to blow into it to start your vehicle. You drink, even though it's American, it's a free country, you want to have a drink? No, you're going to have an interlock in your car. You know what I mean? Now, I know that DUI is a problem, but they're overblowing it. You know what I mean? And they're just...
Yeah, they're saying they want all cars to spy on you, guilty until proven innocent, with a sensor for alcohol, guilty until proven innocent. And now cameras they want in all cars. If the car's too hot, a child might get in it. All of you have to be watched by a police camera tied in with a cell phone that digitally transmits. Lindsey Williams, this complete control grid, face scanning cameras, license plate reading cameras, it's all going in.
Yes, when I heard from this elite just days ago, he actually let me know that the elite are laughing at the gullible, stupid American. Now, forgive me, folks, that's exactly what they think we are. And if action is not taken immediately, our children, our grandchildren, and our great-great-grandchildren will forever be slaves to the elite because they think they have it made. I don't think they do, and it's only because of people like Alex Jones and others and fall of the Republic. Oh, my goodness, if ever we've got to do something, we have it now because they have altered that timeline, and they know what they're going to do and when they're going to do it. Alex, it's all planned.
Absolutely. Let's take another call here right now.